Hey there, Eric Gall here from Empowering Ability. And I just want to send a heartfelt thank you and deep, deep gratitude for you, and especially for all those families that joined me in the Life Plan workshop. We had over 200 and almost 300 families, maybe even more than that, join for the live workshop, which was just incredible. So many wins and takeaways and small steps being taken forward in terms of doing that life planning and that future planning for our loved ones. And the energy that y'all brought was amazing. So I just wanted to send a deep level of gratitude out to you and for all of those families that showed up. And your energy and presence and questions and desire to move forward with creating that awesome ordinary life with your loved one is really the driving force for me to do this work. And to be honest, after doing that workshop and creating this brand new life plan coaching program, it was previously called the Plan My Future program, coaching program, and I revamped it, redesigned it, made it even more incredible and to help really families make progress. I was just completely exhausted. I was on the point of burnout, and it's a week and a half, almost 2 weeks later. I'm just recovering from it now. It really took a lot out of me. And you know and in conversations with the families that I'm working with now in the life plan coaching program, but especially the families that I'm working with in my ongoing coaching program called EA Club, Empowering Ability Club, families have just been feeling burnt out, like feeling really, really tired, and just going through that experience for myself. Maybe not from the caregiving perspective. I mean, there have been a lot of things that we've been working through as a family, with my sister and her supports as well. But I'm not doing a lot of direct caregiving right now. So it's a little bit different, maybe, of a burnout experience than maybe what you're experiencing. And I completely understand the intricacies and the differences of living, of that from the times that I was living with my sister for over 2 years. But just this burnout feeling that you might be experiencing, I want to talk about it for a minute, and maybe normalize it a little bit for all of us, because you're not alone. I think many families are feeling this way right now. And there was a comment on, from one of the families in the Life Plan Coaching Program, came from Barbara. And Barbara, I think you'll be okay with me sharing this. The comment, and Barbara was posting on somebody else's comment, was just to allow yourself some grace. You have a lot on your plate. I think there's a lot of wisdom in Barbara's comment here. You have a lot on your plate. Allow yourself some grace. So, Barbara, thank you for those words. I think they're words that a lot of us need to hear right now. And we're having this conversation around burnout and feeling overwhelmed and stressed in the EA Club and in the ongoing coaching group that I have with an amazing group of families. And a suggestion was brought up of, like, how long is your to-do list or your priority list? And if you have one, and many of us do, and it just keeps getting longer and it can feel endless, right? And somebody brought up the point, might have been Carol or Karen, of how often do you put yourself at the top of that list? How often do we put ourselves on the priority list, right? And we need to put ourselves on the top of that priority list to make sure that we've got that recovery and that rest that we need. So I want to offer that to you. This week upcoming, at least once, put yourself at the top of that priority list. Give yourself what you need. Because I know as caregivers, we're so giving and we're putting other people at the top of our priority list. But if we do that too often, we are going to burn out. So put yourself at the top of your priority list at least once this upcoming week. And give yourself that gift. Give yourself that gift. And this also reminds me of the need to give ourselves some space. And I remember hearing a caregiver share a story of, like, just like in their own home, they felt like they didn't have that space, and they couldn't, get away to give themselves that time. And they had to resort to going and hiding in the closet for 5 minutes just to give themselves that peace and that space that they needed. So there might be a space in your home where you've got that privacy in that space. Maybe it has to be the closet. I don't know. But take, just the point is to take that time to create that space, give yourself that space, and to give yourself that self-compassion, to allow yourself to have that rest and recovery that you need so that you can be there to care and support and provide for those loved ones that you have. So I know I think this is just an important message that we all need to be reminded of, and for some of us, we need to hear right now. So hope this was helpful for you. Feel free to scroll down, leave me a comment, and maybe you can share what's helpful for you in terms of your rest and recovery, or what was helpful for you in this video. I'm Eric Gall. Together, let's take a small step forward this week.